This anime is my bread and butter. I could waste time taking you back to 2016 when I was all giddy for the first episode of the show because it was a different kind of genre. I've never seen an Isekai before I saw ReZero. But instead, I'd much rather tell you why you should pick this show back up if you dropped it and why you should be excited for the season 3 of this show. Season 1 of this anime was probably its most controversial point. I mean, it's the first episode of the first season. How could it not be? It's always, you know, the one that people criticize the most. This anime was one of the goriest and annoying things to start. People hated the fact that Subaru was so obnoxious and he thought the Isekai world would just be so easy. When everything fell on top of him, he wasn't ready for it. I mean, it's partially because he was an asshole. He was somebody who wanted everything handed to him. He treated characters like NPCs because that's what they were to him. He expected some extraordinary power to be placed in his lap. I mean, he even thought that it would be some random girl, some random beautiful girl to guide him, which at first he thought was Phil, which is really weird because like Phil's really, anyways, he thought that some green dream girl was going to guide him to the promised land, but nothing happened for him, at least at that point. Now, what if I told you all those claims are true? At the start of this anime, it was a isekai piece of trash, and Subaru, or their main character, was horrible. But what if I also told you that's how it was supposed to be? You weren't supposed to like Subaru, you were supposed to relate to him. Imagine yourself in Subaru's shoes, despite all the torturing for just a second. You're living your life, however good, bad, maybe you're not a shut-in need. Maybe you have a lot going for you. Maybe you're an outstanding businessman or businesswoman, and maybe you're a billionaire already. But here's your chance to redo everything you've done in life with superpowers, magic, maybe even a baddie on your side. I think maybe you would get lost in the fact that you could have all those things you've ever dreamed of and more. Maybe just a little bit, you would act like Subaru, if only for a moment. He had lost everything in this world, so it was a chance for him to redo all the things that he's like done wrong in his world. I feel like if you had that same chance to do over certain things or make new friendships or do different things in your life with a little bit of pizzazz of magic on top of it, you'd probably pick that option too. And you'd act very stuck up. I mean, why not? I'm gonna get this extreme awesome power. I'm gonna get, like, you know, if you're a girl, you're gonna get all these dreamboat of men. If you're a boy, you're gonna get all these dreamboats of women. I mean, it's like, it's a win-win. How could you not like act like Subaru in the start? Although I may have opened your eyes in that aspect, let's put it back into Subaru. To the viewer, he looks like a loser, like somebody who has no idea what the fuck he has going on, and that's kind of the point. In the world, in his world, he has no knowledge of the language they speak, no knowledge of where any major capitals or cities or anything really is. And he also doesn't have any money. It was an Appa seller. I said Appa. It was an Apple seller who flat out said, yo, you're broke, get the fuck away from my store, until he ended up helping him. But it took a while for him to get to that point, you know? Then some unfortunate things happen and he dies. He wasted his other life in Japan just to get here and waste his life there too. But that's not the end for him. He's back in perfect health, along with the memories of when he died. He managed to save her this time, but little does he know the challenges he would face from that point on would get worse and even more worse. At this point, he's changed from a person who thought the world was easy to a person that's trying to use his ability the best he can. The only problem with that is he's the only person that knows. He's the only person that can know. And that even slowly takes a turn for the worse. Can't confide in anybody, not the person he loves the most, and sometimes Subaru can't even trust himself. What's worse is that he's so weak. He has information to fight everybody, to solve every problem, but he doesn't have the power. He doesn't have the brain. He doesn't even have the courage most times. But the one thing he does have is determination to keep fighting. He's the only person that knows how to save these worlds, and he's the only person that can. And, you know, with a little pep talk here and there. He has friends that are way stronger than him that he can use at any point. He has worlds that he can manipulate, or words that he can manipulate to make the story go exactly how he wants to. He has a mental fortitude to keep going. And honestly, if it were me, I would have given up. I would have said, give me the get out of jail free card. I can't take this bullshit anymore. Do you see the things that he goes through? Yo, he got eaten alive by rabbits at one point. You think I'm gonna take that? Fuck no. I'm responding and I'm leaving. Fuck you guys. I don't want to do this anymore. In season 1, we saw a kid placed in an unfamiliar environment with an unfortunate power, struggling to save the people he loves. In season 2, we learned that the amount of enemies he faces are stronger, way stronger than even he could comprehend, and not all of them are physical. Some of the problems that he faces are mental enemies. And in season three, not even I know what's gonna happen. Not even I know what's going to stand before him. I don't even know how he's gonna overcome those things. But I do know one thing. I'm tuned in, and I think you should be tuned in too. ReZero is back. Yeah. ReZero is back. Yeah. ReZero is back. Yeah. ReZero is back. Yeah.